I think one of the original ideas was just going to be me and Banks on the cover, one of us holding the ugly stick and either one of us kneeling, or we were going to play on the whole it's just the two of us sort of cover. And I'm not sure why we decided to use the cover that we did with all the kids, other than the fact that all those kids were children that the bank sort of looked after in the after school program, and that was part of, like, he told all the parents and the children, oh, tomorrow my band is going to be shooting a record cover, and this was just an idea we had. So if you dress your children in a hoodie, if you can, like a sweatshirt of some kind, and because we want all the kids to be in hoodies, and originally they were all going to be in black hoodies, sort of looking down, and then me and Banks were going to be standing behind them, one with the ugly stick. But that didn't come out. So we ended up taking a whole series of pictures. Banks brought a bunch of different sweatshirts from home, a Boston College sweatshirt that he wanted in the picture, some other sweatshirts. So we took a whole series of pictures with the kids, and then we took some pictures of just us, and we took some pictures of us sort of posing, and a bunch of different sort of ideas. Gary Hornberger came out with his camera, a bunch of rolls of film, and we did a whole bunch of things for the record cover. I'm not sure why we ended up deciding to use that photo, other than the fact that we were sort of basing it on, like, the children are the future, and if we influence these children, that will influence the next children. That whole sort of thing, I think, was the vibe, which I thought was a little bit weird based on the aggression and the anger of that record. I never thought that the cover matched how the record was musically, but at that point I didn't know anything about layouts and graphics and what it should look like and what's a good selling point. I come from a school of like 70s and 80s where you put a good looking female on the cover, a bunch of guys are probably going to buy the record, and that's who you want buying the records, because you want the guys bringing the girlfriends. There's a whole sort of like 80s cock rock mentality. But so I didn't know, like, what it should even be. The only question that I was ever asked was, do you want the photos half-toned? And I didn't know what that meant, and I thought, yeah? Like, I didn't know what the question, I didn't know what half-tone meant. I didn't know what that, and that's what gave it sort of that Xerox copied look. They were black and white photos, and then when they were at the printers or in the graphics place or whatever, it came out looking sort of like a Xerox. Now, when it came out, I was like, this isn't at all what I had envisioned it looking like. In fact, this isn't even at all what I want. But at that point, I had a box of records. Like, they were done. They came to me, and I was like, I got them on my 21st birthday, and I was like 21, still straight edge. I'm still angry. I got this record out. At that point, the cover didn't matter. The insert didn't matter. What was on the record and how many kids were going to hear it at that point, and now the possibility of playing live mattered. But some of the insert pictures we took in Irvine, down by the beach, me, Banks, and Gary Hornberger went down, took a whole series of different pictures. There's the famous picture of the shirt where one of us is kneeling on the beach, and we're looking at some beers, and like I'm sort of consoling Banks, and some of us like in a riverbed, we're holding the ugly stick. So we took many rolls of pictures, and I just at that point I was sort of like, okay, whatever, I didn't care. But I know that I based when I talked about the cover, because I was so into Uniform Choice at the time, I was like, I kind of wanted it to look like the back of the Uniform Choice record. Photo in each corner. At this point, we had gotten Regis and Jerry Homan. They recorded on Alone Again. It was supposed to end up on the Hartsfield comp. We got tired of waiting for that. The record was about to hit the presses, so we're like, fuck it, let's put that record on there. We'll have all the songs with just me and Banks except one. That sets up the knockout punch for the full band. So I didn't really care about the insert, but I loved Uniform Choice so much, I wanted it to kind of be like 4 pictures, band logo in the middle, and then sort of the particulars below that. And if you look at the Uniform Choice record and look at the back of the chorus record, they're pretty much the same.